How do you choose the right medical scribe? Fantastic question. I would say choose Heidi, but if you were to come at it from a starting point where you haven't seen any of the products out there, there are definitely a few crucial things you should consider. One, the security of the platform you're using. What do they do with your data? Do they get penetration tests? Do they have any security certifications? How do they handle consent? Where do they store your data? Are they Australian based? Are they based in the US, the UK? All these are important questions to ask before you decide, is this the right scribe for me? And if they can't answer those questions, then I think that would be the end of the conversation for me. But that would be the first step. Understand their security infrastructure. But yeah, what would you think in your opinion, Josh?
Yeah, I think for me, I definitely want to know, is the data secure? I also want it to be relatively easy to use.
Yeah.
So that it's relatively intuitive and it's not taking me more time to understand how do I actually use this tool. And I guess third thing, if I'm putting a kind of leadership hat on, if I'm rolling this out to a ward, for example, or the ED, I want to know that the implementation is going to be smooth. So I want to know that they've maybe done it before. And certainly at Heidi, we've rolled out to different hospitals, large private organisations, and done that really well. So I think that's something as a clinician I'd want to know would be smooth if I was bringing that tool in.
Test it out, even if it's dummy consults with friends or family. Really see how the output sounds. I think that's super important.
Yeah, for sure. And I think even like putting them side by side, like do a consultation with two of the top ones that you found and see which one you prefer. And yeah, as you said, look at the output.
Yeah.
Assess the quality. Is it sounding the way you want it to?
Yeah, and what's the customizability like for these? Some of these tools provide very little customizability, while others you can, with a few tweaks with templates, you can effectively get the output sound exactly like you. So yeah, there's a few different important factors to consider.
I would definitely not rely on sales demos or sort of pre-canned demos of the product. Just play around with it. Perhaps even do some mock consults with your friends, with your partner, with your colleagues. Try them out at the same time and see which one you prefer. Really, you just want to get the scribe that works best for you in your setting, whichever one that is.
Ask if you can have a test run of the product in the sense of full capabilities for a week, 2 weeks. If a scribe is not willing to do that, then that would automatically raise some kind of concerns for me if I was choosing one.
And I would also say, if you're feeling nervous about using a scribe, a good sort of safe way to start that I find really helpful is continue doing exactly what you're doing. Let Heidi play in the background and just see what it comes up with, whether it's Heidi or another scribe. And that way you do a couple of sessions, do a couple of mock consults. So you've still got that backup of how you've always done it before.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a nice, safe way to start using it and see how you find it.
Because a good scribe, or the scribe that's perfect for you as a clinician, shouldn't be one that drastically changes your workflow. If you notice that, I've got to do this because Heidi's doing this, then yeah, maybe it's not the right product for you.